Hey, Sack Guy here. Uh, Today I've got two marble knives that are part of the GI series, as they call it. Now, I got a total of three marble knives that are GI. The first one was the GI stainless steel pocket knife. They just made a copy of the original GI pocket knife that the U.S. had issued to their troops since since World War II, and I think it was around 2000 or so they stopped making these. Camillus stopped making them, and or Camillus, I should say, not Camillus. Camillus stopped making these. The contract ran out, and then a few years later they started issuing something else. I've seen videos where they're talking about multi-tools and whatnot that get issued to the troops. But anyway, I had this, and then I saw that they came out with the couple other knives. So first, I just recently was at Smoky Mountain Knife Works not long ago. I got the GI Jack, and then this is the First Mate, and I'll go over these individually. First, we'll do the GI Jack. Now, this has got the same texture, similar to what the I called it the GI stainless steel pocket knife, but it was called as camo knife, demo knife, and so on. This one has a bail on it. Has two blades. It's got a sheep's foot blade, and then let's get it to focus here. And then it's got the can opener. Now go over the specs on this real quick. The handle is 3 1/4 inches, which is 83 millimeters. The blade is 2 7/16 inch, 61 millimeters. Opened overall, it is 5 1/2 inches, which is 140 millimeters. Weighs in at 3.5 ounces, which is 100 grams. Now, go here. This has, it's got the can opener, the lobster claw type can opener, opening cans, and it's got a nice little sharp edge on it that you could use to scrape a ferrocerium rod. Now, it's got one other function on this, which I kind of think is cool. This little sticking, bleh, having a hard time here. This small piece sticking out is a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. On a lot of the World War II knives used by England and Italy and a couple others, they had this little deal here so you could use it as a screwdriver. Now, it's got a brass pivot pin here, and then the other pins on it are stainless steel. And just to show how sharp it came, because I get this stuff all the time because it's made in China. They say it's junk and it's dull, but this is how it came out of the box. So this one cuts very nice. All it says is that it's stainless steel. I'm thinking it's probably 420A or so. The information on it just says stainless steel. So now we'll go to the First Mate and put that off to the side. First Mate has on the scales the inch markings, and then on the other side it's in millimeters. It's all stainless steel with stainless steel pins and pivots. It's got a sheep's foot blade, and then a shackle tool to loosen up shackles. Can opener. And then on the back, it's got a marlin spike for helping to splice rope or loosen up knots in rope, or line, as they say. And it has stainless steel springs on the back and stainless steel liners. Now this one is a tad different. I'm a little confused on it. It's got the spacer, but the screwdriver blade, it's got two of them. And they're so close together, I don't think most screws that you could get in and use it that way. If I was gonna not have this in the, just put into my marbles collection, I would probably cut one of them off so I could use it as a screwdriver. But, and then it's got up here at the top, USA. Has the bail on there. And kind of interesting little knife. I know I've used this knife a couple times, where main thing I've used on it is the marlin spike. You know, messing around with 550 cord, loosening up knots. This has got enough of a point on it, you can get it in between there and then work its way in and get things loosened up. So that one thing is very handy. I just keep this in my office here, where I play with the 550 cord, making things, and that has come in handy. And just to put these back together again and put them in relationship to the original stainless steel pocket knife. Just how much smaller the jack is. Most places you go in your travels, this knife would probably be legal, because the blade is just over 2.5 inches long. Forgot to put the specs on the First Mate here. Okay, the handle is 3.5 inches long, which is 90 millimeters. The blade is 2 9/16 inches, 65 millimeters, and then open it's 5 7/8 inches, which is 149 millimeters, and it weighs in at 5.1 ounces, which is 145 grams, and that's pretty, I think, pretty heavy for such a basic pocket knife. But that's it. Well, if you have any questions or comments about the Marbles GI knives, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.